Hello everyone, this is Ahmed GHL Boy. In this video, I'm going to cover and explain all the triggers which are available inside Gohighlevel to create your automations as of today. So first of all, what is a trigger? A trigger is an event that can start or initiate your workflows or your automation that you create inside your Gohighlevel. So I'm going to share my screen and go through all the triggers one by one. Here we are. Okay, so I am inside the workflow builder of Gohighlevel. So when we are going to add new trigger, here is the list of all the triggers which are available as of today. Okay, so the first one is birthday reminder. If we go into that, here are a couple of the filters that you can apply that says after number of days or before number of days, or if that day is specific day or if there is a specific month. But this workflow trigger, which is birthday reminder, this is going to be based on the date of birth field of a contact. So what does that mean is when you go to contacts and you open up a specific contact, under the contact details, there is a custom field. Actually, it's not a custom field, that's a standard field that comes up with a contact by default. So whatever date is inside this trigger is going to get triggered on that date, specific date, which is available here. So for example, if I just do this, so for this contact, if I have, if I have configured this workflow trigger with this trigger that is birthday reminder, and if I say after number of days, and if I just select here one, what's going to happen is this contact will be automatically get added to that workflow on the 2nd of January. But when we are actually going to configure this, and also, this will exclude the year of the birth. So it will not include 1990. It will only include the date, which is January 1st. And if we have, here put one day after, then it's going to send them, this workflow will be started for that specific contact on the 2nd of January. So that's about it. The main thing is that this workflow trigger is based on this standard field, which is date of birth. The next one is contact change. This is pretty straightforward. Whenever anything, and this is only going to work for the custom field. So if you see this trigger only runs for the changes in the tags, assigned user, DND, and custom fields. So this trigger will not work for the standard field. I mean, if, for example, these are all the standard fields, if the first name, last name, email, phone, date of birth, or some of the other standard fields, if you change anything in that standard field, this workflow that trigger is not going to work. This will only work for the custom fields, tags, assigned user, and DND. So which means if we change anything of any of these followings for a contact, this is going to be triggered. For example, if I just do this, if the assigned user has changed to this, so for any contact, whenever the assigned user has changed to this person, then that contact will be added to this workflow. So this is contact changed. The next one is contact created, pretty straightforward. Whenever a contact is being created, this workflow will get triggered with this trigger. So this is the use case for this would be maybe the newsletter kind of stuff. So whenever a contact is created inside your Gohighlevel account, you can add that contact to automatically into any kind of your newsletter email campaigns. The next one is DND. Here we have a couple of different filters to apply from. That is, if the DND flag is, so here you can select DN and enable DND for all channels. So that means whenever all the channels of a specific contact has been set to DND, this workflow is going to be triggered. And here are where you can see the DND information. So here it is. DND. If you just turn this on, that means all channels will be DND enabled and this workflow is going to be triggered. So here we have a couple of the different filters to play around. If we talk about the next one, that's going to be contact engagement score. So you can just create a workflow to get started whenever an engagement score of a specific contact has been changed to whatever you want to say. For example, if I say greater than or equal to 10, so whenever an engagement score of a specific contact is greater than or equal to 10, this workflow will get started. And the contact engagement score, you can configure that here. When you go to sub account under the settings, you will find that here. which is, you see here it is manage scoring. So this is where you configure the engagement score, and then based on this scoring, this workflow is going to be triggered. So here you can set up a kind of conditional logics. If the email is open, then you can assign specific, here if you see add 1 point. So whenever these points will be equal to or greater than 10, this workflow is going to be triggered. So again, here we have a couple of different filters to apply from. So that's contact engagement score trigger. If we go to the next, this one is contact tag. And again, inside the filter, we have different filters to based on. So that means whenever a contact, the tag has been added or the tag has been removed. Right now, I think we don't have any tags. So if I just add a tag real quick, let me see. If I just add a tag, that would be, let's say, any tag. Here we go. I will just have to reload the page so that the tag that I just created should be pull up inside the builder as well. Here we are, add new trigger, and we were on the contact tag. So now when you will apply the filter, here we have two filters. So now if you see this tag added, and if you select this tag, that means whenever this tag get added to any contact, that contact will be automatically added to this workflow and the automation will get started. Or you can also set the tag removed. So whenever this tag will be removed from a contact, this workflow is going to be triggered. So that was contact tag. And then we have custom date reminder. This is a kind of very similar to the birthday reminder one. So custom date reminder is that we will have to create a custom field for it. And this custom date reminder, this is only going to work for the date picker type of fields. So what does that mean is, let's go to custom fields. And when we add a field, that one has to be date picker. So if you have any other type field, that workflow is not going to be triggered. And I will show you why. Let's call it test field. Or let's call it maybe anniversary. And let's put that under contact. And let's save it. Let's go back, go to contacts. And inside the contacts, when we go to contact, here would be anniversary field. I just misspelled it. So if I select any anniversary here, which is 5th November 2024, and I will just have to reload this page again so that the new field that I created should pop up right away. Let's just go to add new trigger, and we were on custom date reminder, which is right here. Let's add a filter and custom date field. And if you see here, only the fields which are the date type will show up only here. So if I select this, so now what's going to happen is, and here you have the option if you want to match the year and if you want to match the year along with the date and month. So if I just turn this on, and here I have 2024, so it's going to exclude 2024. It's going to be triggered on every of November or 5th for this specific contact. So if I just select this on, now what's going to happen is on every of the 5th of November, this contact will automatically get added to this workflow and the rest of the automation will get started. So this is the custom date reminder. Let's go to the next one, which is note added. It's pretty straightforward. Whenever a notes get added to a contact, and it doesn't matter if you manually add a note or if the notes were added through any other workflow, this workflow will get triggered. And you can see the notes here when you go to the contact, and here on the top you see notes. So whenever a note is added, either you manually add a note or the notes were being added through the workflows, this workflow will get triggered. So that's note added. And the node changed is kind of the same thing, but it's going to only work for whenever a node which is already being created and you update that node. So this is not, this will not get triggered when you add a node. This is going to be if you already have a node, let's say this. And then now when we change this node or update this to something, then this workflow is going to be triggered, because this is only going to be triggered on the nodes changed. The next is task added, which is again, it's the same kind of stuff. When you go to contact details, here we have the task. So whenever the task gets added, again, it doesn't matter if you manually add the task or if the task was being added through any other workflow, this workflow will get triggered. So maybe you want to send them a kind of a notification email or something. So that's about the actions. But here, this workflow will get triggered whenever a task was being added to a specific contact. And then the next one is task completed. Whenever the task for that specific contact has been completed and the mark has, it has been marked as completed. When I say the mark completed, that means is, let's say if I add a task, when I go here and I add a task here, let's say test, the description is this, whatever, assignee, if I made a person assignee and this is going to be for this contact. And what's gonna happen is, let's say when I go to dashboard, I will see my tasks here, but you can also see the task under the contacts here, the top task. I have a task here. So when I will mark this as complete, then this workflow is going to be triggered, which is task completed. Now the next one is task reminder, and inside the task reminder, when you go to filters, you will get the better understanding, which is, let's say before number of days, and if I just type here 3. So what's going to happen is this is going to be triggered for every contact which has a task, and it's going to get triggered on the 3 days before this date whenever it's due. So if it was due on November 6th, then this workflow will get triggered on November 3rd for the contact, which is in our case this contact. So that's about the task reminder, and then you can set up the notificational emails or notificational SMS to send out to the assigned user. So that's task reminder. Let's go next. The next one is events, which is call status. And this call status, you can set up the call direction if it was inbound or outbound. So if you select incoming call, then whenever you receive a call on your Gohighlevel number, either Twilio or LC phone, this is going to get triggered. And then you can also apply some more filters based on the call status. Maybe if the call was canceled or busy, you can just send them a voicemail or send them an SMS to call you back or something. So this was the call status. We have a couple of different options to play around with this. And then again, you can also specify a specific phone number as well. If you want to create the different workflows for each phone number, you can do that as well. Let's go to the next one. The next one is customer replied. This means whenever customer sends you any email or SMS or reply you on the chat widget, let's see into the filters. And then you can also specify the based on the reply. So if they say, let's say, this would be a good example. If customer replies stop, and then here you can specify the channel as well. The channels mean the communication channel, the chat widget or the email or Facebook Messenger or GMB, Instagram, live chat, SMS, and WhatsApp. So for example, if I do this, so what's going to happen is whenever a customer reply us or send us a message which contains this word stop, the good example would be instead of content phrase, we will do exact match phrase. This would be, let's say, this. So now whenever customer send us an SMS on any of the phone number which are configured in this sub account and the reply was stop, then you can trigger any automation. Maybe you want to turn on or enable the DND for the SMS. So this is customer reply. So whenever customer sends you anything. So that's customer replied. And then the next one is email events. Now, based on the email events, you can trigger different automations. For example, if the event was bounced or clicked or complained or opened or unsubscribed, you can maybe turn on their DND or something. And then you can also apply the filter for a specific workflow. That means if an email was sent through this workflow that you can select here, and then based on the status of that email, this workflow is going to be triggered. So that was all about the email events. The next one is Facebook lead form submission, which is pretty straightforward. If you are running ads on your Facebook and you are using Facebook lead form, so whenever that Facebook lead form is submitted, you can trigger any automations. You can add them to initial, not just sequence or kind of that stuff. But here you will have to select your Facebook page first. I have not connected my Facebook page inside the sub account, but once you connect and you map the Facebook fields, form fields, then all the forms inside that page will show up here, and then you can select that specific form. So to connect to your Facebook page, you navigate to sub account settings, and then inside the integrations, which is right here inside the integrations, first you connect to your Facebook account, and then you select your Facebook page. And once you do that, then you go to Facebook form fields mapping, and you can map all of your Facebook lead form. Then you can apply the filter to select any specific form as well. So that's Facebook lead form submission. And then the form submitted, this is the internal Gohighlevel forms. So you can apply the filter. Form is any specific. So whenever this form will get submitted, it doesn't matter if you have embedded this form within the Gohighlevel funnels, or if you're sending the view link of the form via email or SMS, or if you have embedded this form outside of Gohighlevel, maybe on your WordPress website or anywhere else. So whenever this form will get submitted, you can trigger any automations, you know. And then if you don't apply this filter, just make sure whenever you configure any trigger, make sure to apply the filters. Otherwise, if we don't apply the filter, what's going to happen is any form which exists inside this sub account, whenever that one is submitted, it doesn't matter which form, any form is get submitted, this workflow is going to be triggered, which I'm sure you don't want to do that. So just make sure you apply the filter to specify the form. So that was form submitted. And then the next is funnel website page view. This this trigger will only work for the contact which already exists inside your sub account. So for example, if a lead has submitted a form, or if the lead has been scheduled a call or appointment with you, or for some reason the lead should exist inside your sub account already, and whenever that leads view any funnel or page inside your Gohighlevel, so here you can select the funnel or website. So for example, if a contact which already exists in my sub account view this page, I can send them kind of any automation. Maybe I can just send them an email, because now I know this person just viewed my funnel website. For this trigger to get work, there are a couple of the limitations. The first limitation is that contact should already exist inside your Gohighlevel sub account. The second limitation is the funnel or website should be created within Gohighlevel. So this trigger will not work if your website is on WordPress or outside of Gohighlevel. So that is funnel website page view. And then if we go to the next, this is inbound webhook. This is more related to the custom development stuff. But if you know, or if you are a developer, or if you have the basic knowledge of development, then you probably know what this is going to be. So you can configure your inbound webhook, to get or to fetch the data from outside of Gohighlevel, and then trigger the automations within Gohighlevel. So that's inbound webhook. And then the LinkedIn lead form submission is the pretty much same as the Facebook lead form submission. So whenever the LinkedIn lead form has been submitted through your ads, then this workflow will get triggered. The next one is messaging error SMS. So this means this workflow is going to be triggered when you send an SMS through the Gohighlevel and it was failed due to any of these error which are available right here. Then you can trigger this automation. For example, let's say inactive or number doesn't exist. For example, the customer mistakenly provided us the wrong phone number, and then when we send them a message through the automation or manually, and it will return us back this error, which is the phone number doesn't exist. Maybe we want to send them an email, hey, you have provided us the wrong phone number, so here is the form to update your phone number, or whatever you want to say. But this trigger will start this workflow whenever an SMS has been filled. So just make sure you select again any, but if you don't apply this filter, then this workflow is going to be triggered on any of the field SMS. So this is messaging error for SMS. The next is new review received. This means whenever you receive a review on your Facebook or Google pages, then you can start any automation. I have a separate workflow specifically to create how to create the automation whenever you receive a new review. So if you want to learn more about this trigger, just watch my video on my channel. But this is just whenever you receive a review, and then here uh, under the review source, you can specify if it is Facebook or Google. So if you want to do this for both, then just make sure you will have to apply basically two. You will have to add two triggers, the one for the Facebook and then other for the Facebook. And then here we have a couple of different options as well. For example, if the review rating is greater than or equal to 4, so you can just start any kind of automation and just make sure is the review spam. Is review spam is yes, that means if the review is spam. Okay, so that's how it's going. Is review spam? Yes, that means the review was spam. So this is new review received. Let's look into the next one real quick, which is number validation. Okay, so what's going to happen is whenever this workflow is this trigger specifically is only going to work for the LC phone. So this workflow will get triggered if you have turned on the number validation feature for this sub account. And what's going to happen is before sending them the first SMS, it's going to create a lookup to see if the number is valid. Then, on the based on the result, if the number validation, currently we don't have any phone number available in this sub account, so that's why it's not showing. But once you have, you can select that phone number as well. And then based on the results, you can apply the different automations. So that was number validation. And let's go the next one, which is survey submitted. This is pretty much same as the form submitted. So whenever the survey gets submitted, just make sure you apply the filter to specify any survey. Currently, we don't have any survey available in this sub account. So again, this will work if doesn't matter if you have your survey within the Gohighlevel funnel website. If you have embedded the survey outside of Gohighlevel, it will work either way. So that's about the survey submission. If we move to the next one, which is TikTok form submission, this is pretty much same as the Facebook or LinkedIn form submission. So whenever a lead form is get submitted on the TikTok, you can just trigger any kind of automation. The next is trigger link clicked. The trigger link are basically kind of the links that you can use to trigger any automation whenever they gets clicked. So what happens is here is the way to create the trigger link. You go to the marketing tab here, and then on the top we have a navigation that says trigger links, and here you can create a trigger link, and then you can use that trigger link inside that email or SMS. And whenever a customer or contact will click that trigger link, you can start any automation, maybe sending them some kind of email or promotional SMS. So this is trigger link clicked. And then the next one is video tracking. This is there are a couple of the limitations that has to be done. The first one is the contact should already exist inside your Gohighlevel. The second limitation is the video should be hosted within Gohighlevel. This will not work on the YouTube video or Vimeo or any other video options which are available. So basically, this trigger is going to work when you have added a video on any of your funnel or website within Gohighlevel. And again, this will only work for the funnel website which are inside Gohighlevel. So it's outside of Gohighlevel, this is going to work. So if you have hosted a video inside Gohighlevel and then use that video on any of the funnel or website of Gohighlevel, then based on their video percentage that they have watched, you can apply the filter. Let me just go back real quick and add a video so that I can show you how exactly this is going to work. I will go to sites and let's say add new. Let's pick up from the template. I'm going to pick any, hit continue. Let me just configure this and get back in a moment. Here I am inside the funnel or website builder of Gohighlevel, and here I'm going to put my video. So the video type has to be the hosted video. The hosted video means you have hosted your video within Gohighlevel. And here I can select the video. Let's say I just pick up this one. I'm gonna select this. Okay, actually not. So here I have added this video, which is right here, review received. So now a customer will watch this video. Let me just save this. And as soon as it gets saved, there we go. Now I will just have to reload this page so that the new update shows up as well. Let's see, new trigger, and we have to look for the video tracking. Here we are. Let's add filter. Now let's see, funnel is any of. Here I have these couple of funnels. Let's see the dentist one where I just added a video, and I will select the video is any of, review received, and then I can have video duration. Let's say greater than or equal to 50%. So this is going to be inside the percentage because as it said mentioned here. So whenever a customer which already exists inside my Gohighlevel watch this video greater or more than or equal to 50%, then I can trigger this workflow on that specific contact. So that's that. And then so the use case would be you can use this for the pre-recorded webinar if you want to just send them any kind of kind of your promotional email. The next one are appointment status and customer booked appointments. So there is a little difference between these two. The appointment status is going to work whenever an appointment gets scheduled within Gohighlevel. It doesn't matter if you schedule that appointment internally or externally. When I say internally, that means within the Gohighlevel, you can schedule appointments from the different options. Let's say you go to contacts, you open up any contact, and on the top right here under the appointments you schedule the appointment. So this is I am scheduling the appointment internally. On the second option can be if any customer go to your website or directly to your calendar link that is outside of Gohighlevel. You are not scheduling the appointment internally. So this work trigger appointment status, this will work for anywhere. So it doesn't matter wherever you are scheduling your appointments. But here you can apply the filter to just make sure that you apply the filter for the status to be any. Otherwise, if the appointment has been no show or confirmed or canceled, this workflow will get triggered. For example, if you want to configure the appointment reminders workflow, then this is going to be the best option whenever the appointment status has been confirmed. And just make sure you select the specific calendar as well. Right now, we don't have any calendar, so that's why it's not showing. So this is appointment status. That means appointment scheduled from anywhere, regardless of the source, if you did it internally or if you did it externally. The second one, which is customer booked appointment, this will only work if the appointment was scheduled externally, like outside of Gohighlevel. That means maybe from your funnel or website or using the calendar link, but you didn't schedule it internally from here or from anywhere inside the Gohighlevel. So that is customer booked appointment. This means whenever the appointment was scheduled outside of Gohighlevel, this workflow will get triggered. So if you have just configured this trigger and you schedule an appointment internally, that workflow is not going to be fired. So this is the difference between customer booked appointment and appointment status trigger. So the appointment status, it will work for everywhere. The customer booked appointments only work for the external appointments booked outside of Gohighlevel. The next are opportunity changed. That means there is a limitation for this trigger. The limitation is that this opportunity should already get exist. So this is not going to work when you are creating a new opportunity. And then whenever anything related to that opportunity gets changed, this workflow is going to be triggered. So for example, if select this in pipeline, this, and if I say pipeline stage, hot late. So if you create the opportunity in this stage, this workflow is not going to be fired. The limitation is that the opportunity should be already existing in any of the other stages. And when you drag that opportunity to this stage, which is hot lead, then this workflow is going to be triggered because this is opportunity changed. The next one is opportunity created, which will work for whenever an opportunity was created, and you can apply the different kind of filters. So this is actually the difference between these two. This will only work for the opportunity which already exists and you change anything for that opportunity. Maybe change the status of that opportunity or change any custom field or change the stage. But this will work for whenever an opportunity was created. Then this is specifically for the status. And here I would like to clear different things that people mix up usually. The one is pipeline stage, which are these. When you go to opportunities and inside a pipeline, you have different stages. Let's say new lead, hot lead, booked, follow. These are the stages. These are not the statuses. The statuses are, uh, which is right here. So these are the status: open, won, lost, abandoned, which are not customizable. So you cannot add or edit or remove any of these statuses. So this exist is when you, let's say, create a new opportunity. These are the stages, and the statuses are right here. So these are the statuses. So this is actually the difference between the pipeline stage and the opportunity status. So this will work for the opportunity status change. Let's say if we do this, whenever the status of an opportunity gets changed to won, this workflow will get triggered. This doesn't have to do anything with the pipeline stage. Let's see the next one. Or so now this is the pipeline stage, which are this: new lead, hot lead, booked. So this will work regardless of the opportunity status. So if I select this in pipeline sales and let's say pipeline stage, booked. So if I just configure this trigger, what's going to happen is whenever an opportunity gets added to this stage, this workflow will get triggered. So this is pipeline stage change. Let's go to the next one. Stale opportunity, as it represents from the name. That means if an opportunity has been in a specific pipeline or a specific stage of a pipeline for a couple of days or a couple of, based on the time period. Let's say if I just do this follow up and duration in days, if I do this, now this workflow will get triggered when an opportunity has been in the follow-up stage for the 5 days. This workflow will get triggered. So this is stale opportunity. Let's move to the next one. The next one is affiliate created. Pretty straightforward. Whenever a new affiliate has been created, now for this, you will have to configure the affiliate manager first, which is right here. You go to marketings and under the affiliate manager, it's right here. So whenever an affiliate gets added here, that workflow will get triggered. Maybe you want to welcome them or any kind of that. And then the affiliate enrolled in a campaign. So once you create the affiliate, then you will have to enroll that affiliate to any of your affiliate campaign. So this workflow will get triggered when you enroll an affiliate to any of your campaign. Maybe you want to send them a kind of course to promote your or to do the affiliate marketing of your product. So this is then you use this kind of trigger. So the difference between affiliate created and affiliate enrolled in a campaign is this is the generally whenever you create an affiliate, and then when you enroll an affiliate to a campaign, this workflow trigger is going to be used. And then the next is new affiliate sales. Whenever your affiliate did a sale for you, then you want to send them maybe a thank you email. So whenever a sale has been made by any of your affiliate, this workflow will get triggered. Let's see what's the next one. The next are related to the course. This is category completed, which means whenever a category inside the course, for this to better understand, you should have the complete understanding of how the courses works inside Gohighlevel. Inside the courses, first you create the products and you put the product into an offer, and inside that product you create categories, subcategories, and then lessons. So this is the order: you create the product and then you create categories inside that product, and then if you need or if you want, you can create the subcategories, and then inside the subcategories you actually create the lessons. The lessons means maybe a PDF or a video. So actually content is the lesson. So this will get triggered when the category gets completed. This will when the category gets started. This is when the lesson gets completed. The lesson gets started. The new sign up. This is whenever a customer will sign up for your course. This, maybe you want to send them their login information and any kind of welcome email. So this is whenever customer signs up for your course. Then this is when you grant an access of your offer to any of your customer, then this workflow will get triggered. Then this is whenever an access has been removed from a course, maybe you want to send them uh, goodbye email or notifying them that their access has been removed. And then this is same kind of for the offer, but this is for the product. So whenever the access of a product has been granted or the access of the product has been removed, then this one is when they complete a product. Maybe you want to issue them a certificate or some kind of that stuff. This is the trigger to be used. Then the product started. Whenever they start a product, you want to kind of send them a motivational kind of email or something. And then the next one is user login. Again, people confuse this with something else. This is not when a person logs in inside your Gohighlevel. This is when a person logs in inside your course, because this exists under the course category. If you see here under the courses, you see that user login. So whenever a user logs into your course to watch your content, then you can trigger this automation. Then the next one under the payments are documents and contracts. So here we have a couple of different filters. Let's say if you want a status is sent. So whenever a contract has been sent and if your contact, then you can just start kind of the reminder sequence for this. So this is when you use the document and contracts. To use the document and contracts, you go to payments and on the top, you can create the courses, right? The documents and contracts right here. So this is the trigger to configure that kind of workflows. Let's see, the next one is estimate, is kind of the same thing as the document and context, but it's a different feature, which is right here. Under the invoices, you see the estimate. So whenever the estimate has been sent or approved by your clients, we have a couple of different filters to get apply. Then the next one is invoice. And here we have the different filter. Once you have connected your payment gateway and you have at least one invoice, then you can just configure this. So this is again same kind of the documents and contracts. Whenever the invoice was being sent or the invoice has been paid, so you can trigger any kind of automation. Let's go to the next one, which is order form submission. So order form is an element that you can use inside your funnel or website to sell your products or courses. So whenever order form gets submitted, you can trigger this automation. And then the next one is order submitted. The difference between order form submitted and the order submitted is the order form is that you put on your website. The order submitted is whenever an order has been submitted. Maybe you did it internally inside Gohighlevel, or if customer submitted the order form, this will get work for everything. So that is order submitted. And then the payment received, whenever you receive a payment within your Gohighlevel using your payment gateway, you can trigger this automation. And then this one is a refund. When you do a refund, or here we have a couple of the different filters to apply from. Maybe the status is failed or success. If you have successfully refund them, maybe you want to send them a notification email that you have get your refund or we have paid your refund. So this is a trigger to be used for that kind of scenarios. And then there is a subscription, and then inside the filter we have a couple of the different filters to get apply. Maybe the status is if the subscription is active, or if it's been cancelled or expired, so you can apply the filter from any of the following. So that's about the subscription. Let's see what's the next one. So these are specifically related to the Shopify. So if you have integrated Shopify with Gohighlevel, which you do right here under the subaccount settings, and then you go to integrations, you can connect your Shopify store right here, and then you can trigger any automation within the Gohighlevel based on the customer's activity on your Shopify store. If they have abandoned checkout, then you can trigger the automation, or if they have fulfilled their order, or if they have placed the order, then you can start the automation within Gohighlevel. The next one is IVR, which is interactive wise, what we call it, interactive wise. I think it's something. But anyhow, whenever IVR gets started, you can, trigger this workflow. And this will only get work if you are using LC phone. If you're using Twilio, this is not going to work for you. Then the next one is Facebook or Instagram events. Whenever you receive a comment, so that is Facebook comments on a post. Whenever you receive a comment with a specific keyword, maybe you can apply that filter as well. But first, you will have to connect your Facebook page. Then you can apply the specific filter. That kind of post. When they reply a specific keyword, you can start any kind of automation. And it's the same for the Instagram as well, which is right here. So both are the same. The only difference is this is for Facebook and then this is for the Instagram. And then the next one are communities. This is community group members leaderboard level changed. So for example, inside your community, you have a leaderboard and then the user one or the customer one is on the top, the customer two is on the second number. Whenever that level gets updated, it's right here. So for example, group is, you will have to actually create the group first. But if you don't have a group, what you can do here is, let me see, apply the filter. Okay, so you should have at least one group to select it from. Let's say if I just do this is not empty, and then if the level is, let's say level 3, if the level 3 has been updated, you want to turn out any kind of automation. So the best scenario case would be if the level is 1. So whenever the level 1 of the leaderboard gets updated, you want to send out an email to your group members to see who is on the top at this point. So this is group, community group member leaderboard levels get changed. The next is group access granted. This is same kind of the product access granted or offer gets access granted. So whenever access of a group has been granted to any of your contact, this workflow will get triggered. This is their reciprocal. That means if the access has been revoked, then this will get triggered, and then the private channel access granted or private channel access revoked. This is same kind of thing. The difference is this is the group and this is for the private channel. Then there is the last one, which is certificates. So whenever a certificate has been issued, then this workflow will get triggered. So maybe you want to enroll them into any of your next course, or you want to send them any kind of email. So this was all. I tried my best to cover all the triggers which are available inside Gohighlevel. So hopefully this video will help you. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do subscribe and press the bell icon so that you can get all the new updates from me. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you.